Hello YouTube, my name is Daniel, and welcome to another edition of Education 180. You may be wondering why I'm sitting here making this YouTube video for you. Well, here's the deal. Today I will be talking about the 7th section in the Logical Reasoning module on parallel reasoning. You may be wondering what parallel reasoning is. When you are writing the LSAT and you encounter a parallel reasoning question, what you're going to do is you're going to compare the two passages and see if the structure of the passages are similar, or in other words, are their lines of reasoning parallel to each other. And don't be fooled, many LSAT writers love to put passages that are similar in content. And if you find that there's an intersection in content, in other words, two passages are talking about the same subject, it is highly likely that the LSAT writers are trying to trap you and fool you into choosing that answer choice. Both the roads are going in the same direction, but they never intersect. Please take a moment to read through the following question stems. Press pause, and when you are ready to continue, press play. We will continue. When you are answering parallel reasoning questions, it is a good idea to use algebraic symbolism. Use algebraic symbolism such as x's and y's to reveal the structure of the argument and the answer choices. Diagrams are also helpful. Algebraically diagram the argument and the answer choices. Look for the answer choice with a diagram that matches that of the argument. Also be aware of the elements of the original argument. All elements of the original argument must be present in that argument's parallel. And argument form versus content, which we've already alluded to. 1. Find the answer choice that has the same form, i.e. uses the same reasoning as the argument in the question. A typical trap that LSAT writers love to use is an answer choice that has similar content to the original argument, but whose form is different. So just an example, if the passage and the answer choice are both talking about Africa, it is highly likely that that answer choice about Africa is not correct. Correct answer choices, we're down here now, will often be disguised by the fact that their content is very different from the original argument, although their form matches perfectly. So, chances are if you come across an answer choice that is talking about an opposite subject of the passage, chances are that is the right answer choice. It'll help you to eliminate incorrect answer choices. Please take a moment to read through parallel reasoning question 1. Press pause, and when you are ready to continue, press play. And we will continue. So let's take a look at the following argument together. So the argument reads as follows. If you jog, your heart rate will increase. If your heart rate increases, you are overexcited. So if you jog, you are overexcited. So let's break this down step by step. So the first idea in this argument is jogging. If you jog, your heart rate will increase. So we'll break this down into color codes. So the second idea will be blue. The first idea was green. So if you jog, your heart rate will increase. If your heart rate increases, well, we've seen this over here, so this will still be blue. If your heart rate increases, you are overexcited. Well, overexcited is a new idea, so we'll highlight this in red. So if you jog, well, we've seen that before. That was the first idea right here. So if you jog, you are overexcited. We've seen overexcited over here, so we will highlight this in red. So how does the basic structure of this work? If you jog, so if, we'll call the green A. If A, your heart rate will increase. Well, we'll say if A, then B. If you jog, then your heart rate will increase. Period. If your heart rate increases, well, we called heart rate B. So if B, you are overexcited. So then if B, then C. So if you jog, so if A, you are overexcited, then C. So we have if A, then B. If B, then C. So if A, then C. All right, let's take a look at answer choice C. It reads as follows. If you invest a great deal of your money, you are confident in the future. If you are confident in the future, you must be optimistic by nature. So if you invest a great deal of money, you must be optimistic by nature. And I just realized that this comma right here should be a period. So we'll fix that with our handy dandy smartboard. So the first part of the argument reads as follows. If you invest a great deal of your money, so that is our first idea, which we will highlight in green. So this will be, I see the word if, this will be our if A. If you invest a great deal of money, you are confident in the future. Let's fix that so it's not hiding the confident. Oops. There we are. If A, then B, you are confident. If you are confident, so we're still talking about confidence in the future, so we'll underline that in blue. Period. If B, you must be optimistic by nature, so we'll highlight that in red. If B, and we'll put it down here, then C. So if you invest a great deal of money, well, we've seen that right here, so we know that will be green. You must be optimistic by nature, and we've seen that before, so that will be in red. So we can finish the argument as follows. We have so far, if A, then B. If B, then C. Period. So, if A, comma, then you are optimistic by nature, then C. So, when you look at the structure of the argument, both of the arguments, they read as follows. If A, then B. If B, then C. Therefore, if A, then C. So in other words, the content in both of the passages are very different. One's talking about jogging and heart rates, and the second one's talking about investing money and confidence in the future. The contents are very different, but the structure of the passages are parallel and identical. And C, to conclude, was our final answer, the correct answer for this passage. Let's try another one, shall we? Please take a moment to read through the following question, parallel reasoning question number 2. Press pause, and when you're ready to continue, press play. We will continue. Let's take a look at the argument together. So we have the following argument. All cars have wheels. This vehicle does not have wheels, hence it is not a car. So let's break this down step by step. All cars, that's our first idea, have wheels. So we'll highlight the second idea in blue. This vehicle, that's a new idea. We'll do that in red. Does not have wheels. Wheels we'll keep in blue. Hence, it is not a car. Well, car we underline as being green. So let's break this down algebraically. All A have B. This vehicle, or this C, does not have wheels. Does not have B. You can also, to shorten it, use the symbol can't equal. This C can't equal B. Hence, it is not a car. You can also shorten hence to therefore, which is highlighted with 3 dots formed in a triangle. Therefore, C is not A. It is represented by C. C is not A. You can also say C can equal A. Let's look at the second, the answer choice from the passage, E. All widows are spouseless. So all widows are spouseless. So that's a new idea, spouseless. This woman, so that's a new idea. We'll highlight that in red. Has a spouse. That was, spouse is a similar line of similar idea to spouseless, except this time it's the opposite. So we'll highlight that in blue. Hence, she is not a widow. And she is referring to widow, so we can highlight that in red to represent woman. So let's break down the argument. All A are B. This C can't equal B, or the has a spouse. Here it's spouseless, here it has a spouse, so it's opposite. Hence, or therefore, C is not A. She is not a widow. So to conclude, these two arguments are the same. The structure for the two are as follows. All A have or are B. This C does not have B, therefore C is not an or cannot be an A. The content of the arguments are very different. One is talking about cars and one is talking about widows being spouseless or having a spouse, but the lines of reasoning are parallel. And just to summarize, E was our correct answer choice in parallel reasoning question 2. Once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like us on YouTube. And on behalf of Education 180, happy LSAT writing.